10 million. That is million with an M. That's how many kids have benefited from the Cal Ripken Sr. Foundation. Steve Salem and Frank Kelly are joining us now to tell us more. How are you both?
Fine.
Good,
Thank you
Elsa.
for having us.
Happy to have you both here. And I hear that the foundation is celebrating quite an anniversary.
We are. This is our 20th anniversary year. We have so much to celebrate. We've come a long, long way in those 20 years, and we're just so proud and excited to have the opportunity to share it with you.
Frank, I know that you were a visionary for the Youth Development Park program. Can you share just how it started and where it is today for us too?
I met Cal at the Super Bowl in 2001. We watched the game together, and he contacted me about 2 years later about getting together for lunch one day, which we did. And we really hit it off. We probably spent 4 to 5 hours together. That's how well it went. About 2 months later, he called and told me about his foundation that they named after his father, him and Billy and their mom, Vi. And asked if Janet and I would share their second foundation. And we agreed to do that. And that's how I really started getting involved with the board.
We are going to cut the ribbon on our 100th park, which hopefully will take place by late spring this year. Mm-hmm. It's an investment that we've helped make of probably $120 million over the past 9-10 years. It's very, very exciting, and we're really proud of it.
Well, you know what? I am excited. I'm excited to hear about that. But also, before we run out of time, you have to tell me about some of your other impactful programs, namely the badges for baseball and I'm Great. There's just I think I just said it. I'm Great. This foundation is great. There's so many different facets in which you are catering to the community in a very special way.
I will tell you that we have a great board led by Frank, by Senator Kelly, and their vision has always been to figure out where the gaps are in the communities across the country. Instead of going in with our agenda, let's help them fill their needs.
Absolutely.
Frank has been very, very big on that. That's how we got into building parks. That's how we got into building STEM centers. The past 2 years, we've built 60 STEM centers across the country.
Wow.
The Badges for Baseball program came about because of the need in communities for law enforcement officers and at-risk kids to communicate better. It's not about baseball. It's about changing the dynamic between police officers and young people. And all of that really was pushed by Frank. We thought he was crazy, but I have to say he was right.
And Frank, as we wrap up, what do you think that Cal Sr. would think of the foundation and all of these accomplishments?
First, I think he'd be very proud of his sons and his wife, Vi, and Cal and Billy, who started the foundation. Vi was the first chairman. When I was on the board, she was the first one on the board. She was chairman. So the Ripkens have given back a lot to the town where they made their name. They're the real deal. And they really care and they're involved. Cal rarely misses events where we need him, like fundraising events and when we have field openings. Yeah. But one of the interesting stories is how the field started. I know Steve was there and Jack and Cal were there at a fundraiser at one of our board members' house. I was the chairman at the time. They asked me to speak. And what do you guys do? And I told them about the fields that we're building in the distressed neighborhoods all over the country. I said, matter of fact, we're going to build 50 fields in 5 years. And I never discussed it with Steve or Cal. So that night, he and we went out to dinner and they said, we never discussed that.
You have to understand, it took us 5 years to build one. And
you guys, you stayed on it. Happy anniversary to the Cal Ripken Sr. Foundation. Steve Salem and Frank Kelly, I could listen to your stories all day. I really could. We'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.
Thanks, Elsa.
Thank you.